Today's episode is brought to you by America's Best Unlimited Network. Don't miss a show with unlimited data from T-Mobile.
Hello, everybody. It's time to take our face.
Beautiful.
Wow, we all did it synced. Face Off Honest Trailer. We're going to be talking about it, watching it with you here live on Honest Trailer Commentaries. Joe Starr, how's it going?
Oh, I'm so excited to talk about Face Off. This movie's bonkers.
Spencer J. Gilbert.
Yeah, same.
And Dan Merle.
I could eat a peach for hours.
I could eat a peach for hours. I'm your favorite peach.
Face Off, The Rock, or Con Air. Pick one.
The Rock. Con Air.
The Rock for the Navy SEAL showdown. It gives it the slight edge.
Huh, Con Air, interesting. I'd go The Rock.
Fight. Different show.
We've all spilled the same blood in the same mud, General.
It was a good era, though, for Nicolas Cage. That was a 1-2-3 punch that was just, damn.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's here.
Defined a lot of my moviedom. I miss those types of movies. They don't make them like they used to.
They really don't.
Not really.
Michael Bay literally does not make movies like he used to.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I
And
can't
then
think of the last insanely premised action movie I've seen that wasn't part of a franchise.
I mean, like John Wick is sort of now, I feel like, the version. It's not the same at all, but it's like, that's the action movie.
It's still like
Yeah.
grounded and
Yeah.
real. It's not like...
They tried to do like, Crank, I guess you could argue.
Yes.
Crank was over the top.
Crank.
Yeah.
Crank
Yep.
2, where he had to
love
keep
the Crank
electrocuting
movies.
himself. Yeah, okay.
But that was almost even a little too winky about how over the top it was. Like Face Off just played it totally straight.
Yeah,
like,
Face Off never looks
we
at
put
you.
John Travolta's face on Nicolas Cage's body. What?
What do you
What are
want?
you gonna do?
It's
Yeah.
a cat and mouse game where the hunter becomes the hunted. Hello.
Yeah. Right?
There's also a fun second tier under like because there's the standouts, which I think we just named all three, but then there's like the second tier of 96 and 97 of like Broken Arrow and like
Yep.
Also John Travolta.
yeah, also John Travolta.
That wasn't that crazy.
It wasn't that crazy.
He was just he went rogue because he was flying the nuke around, right?
Yeah.
He just was like,
like
I'm a traitor.
It's like a nuke on a train.
The one I remember now that I love, Executive Decision.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good
It's
one.
Kurt Russell and
That was 96, I think. Steven Seagal, yeah.
That's if you haven't ever
Briefly.
seen that one, that's a good whatever. Find it on $5 bin and watch it. It's a good little entertaining fun action movie.
Air Force One.
Air Force
sure.
One.
Yeah.
Harrison Ford.
But that was the
Yes,
culmination
President.
of Die Hards.
True.
Die Hard. The final Die Hard was it's Die Hard on a plane, and also he's the president. I feel like this is a different strain of movie.
That is a different strain, but it's the mid to late 90s were like one last burst of action movies before they all just...
Before they all had to have
Well,
an IP.
yeah, I mean, not to get depressing, but yeah, it was September 11th, sort of. Then I feel like stopped the action movies.
A lot of
thought it
people
was The
didn't so
Matrix.
much want. Yeah, The Matrix kind of redefined it, and then everyone's just like, no, we're going trippy action, crazy sci-fi, mind-meldy action, and then you lost the... Hitman's Bodyguard was kind of a throwback to that.
Still, but like 2001, the terrorist movies stopped for a very
a long
long
time.
time.
Yeah, that's
and then
true.
sort of a lot there were you couldn't have the big bad guy who was the Croatian terrorist, whatever. Would pick your European.
Then it became not until Taken, but then it was the Bourne franchise, which
Yeah.
turned like the CIA into the
yeah,
bad guys.
exactly.
Yeah. Then it was the Koreans for a while, but now it's now
We're
not
back.
so much.
Come back
It's-
around.
yeah,
Enough time
no.
apparently has passed.
Yeah.
Hitman's Bodyguard was a little bit of a throwback
it
to
was a
that.
throwback, yeah.
I had fun with it. It was dumb fun.
Even like London is
Fallen, yeah, Olympus Has Fallen. I had fun with those.
I
They're dumb.
unapologetically like those movies,
Yeah.
and I understand that they're terrible. You don't have to tell me that. I know how bad
agree.
they are, but for some reason
don't
they're
care,
the right
yeah. It's
a
kind of
blast.
bad for me.
It's your Fast and Furious.
Yes.
Yes, they are borderline racist. Yes, they are terribly written, but I don't know.
I don't know.
I understand your pain there, Dan. I share right with you. So this movie is 20 years old.
20 years old.
20 years old. That was our weird justification for it.
Yeah.
We just wanted to do one, and we realized what came out in 1997. Face Off.
Face Off.
We were also debating between Fifth Element. I feel like at one point that came out.
That's another
Because of
20-year-old
Valerian,
one.
And then Face Off, just the way the releases happened, and then with our Emmys last week thing, Face Off just happened to still be on the board, and we all sort of like, why not?
do it.
Let's do
Yeah.
it. Good reason to rewatch Face Off.
Super fun to rewatch. A lot of fun things about this movie fall through the cracks when you haven't seen it in a while because it's more than just two men who trade faces. There's also
So much more.
like weird love triangles and like just the minutia of like what's in his little like swag bag that they keep giving him
Yes.
of like pills, guns,
His 4 doobies.
gum. Like 4 doobies. There's just so many interesting little things that you notice on the second timer, and then other things that are clearly a holdover from when this started as a sci-fi script, like the prison that they
The
go
magnet
to.
boots
The magnet
that
boot.
track prisoner movement.
Which then, as we said, it was originally a Stallone and Schwarzenegger movie, which they then explored more in Escape Plan, which was a sci-fi prison movie. So
Can we just take up, because we'll watch the movie in a second, that video, but how cool would that have been if they'd done this with Schwarzenegger and Stallone? Like, a different movie, but...
I
the
don't
only one who's
know.
just like sort of like,
I don't think
man, I
they're-
want to watch that.
I'm not sure if they're different enough. I mean, I guess they are, right?
yeah, it would have been. I don't think
JT,
John
am I
Woo-
crazy? Would you have liked that?
I love Face Off. Keep the way it is.
Keep
Oh,
Face Off the
wow.
way it is.
He's
Well,
now
yeah.
putting Stallone in Face Off.
If Stallone and Schwarzenegger had done it, John Woo, I don't think would have directed it, and I think it would have been funnier. Like they would have written it. Like it could have been Expendables before we got Expendables with like Winky,
Them
I'll
doing
be
each other's
back.
catchphrases.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Yeah.
I'm with JT. I don't think it would have been the same movie.
It definitely would have been the same
But it
movie.
would have been
I would have been
huge.
very curious to watch
And
that
then
movie.
in
yeah.
researching, there was another casting choice that was Bruce Willis and Alec Baldwin, which would have been weird.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah, they're also not at all like each other.
Yeah, that would have stretched the like same bodies thing a little.
Yeah.
in a weird
Yeah,
direction.
and
but-
I think
They would have both been too serious in a way.
yeah,
there's just lightning in a bottle of 1997 Nicolas Cage and John Travolta. That weirdly, for whatever reason,
Yeah.
those two guys were the dudes, and yeah, you had to do it with them.
Yeah, it was
I think even more so than Stallone and Schwarzenegger at that point.
Sure, at
maybe
that
like
point they were
1990.
not doing as
yeah,
great.
but
Yeah.
Early '90s was
Yeah.
their era, and then it started tapering away by '97.
This movie exists in the great hadron particle collider of Hollywood. That it exists in the only instant it could exist, and
yes,
any other instant in it would just be empty matter.
there was
Which is so stupid, but you can love it for it. You
Yeah.
know? Yeah, I agree.
I just hear Sean Bean as Boromir being like, "There was a dream that was Face Off," and in an instant, it was gone.
Yeah, no, I think
I just
any
am sad they
other-
never tried to do Face Off 2, another Face Off.
right, because you don't know
Faces
I mean,
off.
look, Nick Cage at the end, Castor Troy, has a spear through his heart or what, somewhere around there, and he is dying. But you got to wonder, John Travolta gets his face back right at the end.
Yeah.
What did they do with
The other face.
The other
Yep.
face.
And who could have just
Who
played?
could have taken that face?
You could have had
Margaret
a
Cho.
trio.
Joe.
You could have had a 3 swap.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Someone playing Nicolas Cage has just his face and his body. He's actually still dead.
Yeah.
And then you had a new person in the mix. Would have been fun.
What if they freeze the face and his son grows up
His
and
son grows up
finds
and
the
takes the
face?
face.
Oh, dude, we're pine for
Done.
reboot.
I'm your wife, Sean.
Who's the third? Who do you mix? Or tell us in the comments. What
Yeah.
97 actor, or now I guess could be now.
2017 actor.
Do
Yeah.
we put in the mix?
Malkovich.
Oh,
Malkovich.
you're both older. Interesting. I don't know. I want to play. We should probably get to the video.
Yeah. I mean, if they're
talk
watching
about
this, they
Face
should
Off.
have watched the video already.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. We're supposed to shut up during it, but we
Yeah,
won't.
what is it? Just put it in the comments. 6:43 starts here, whatever.
Well, I guess it did come out 20 years
Watch
ago
the
this
trailer if
summer.
you can watch the
Not
trailer.
for me.
Yeah, that's a good point. Watch a trailer. This is where you watch us watch the trailer.
Yeah.
It's just science.
For better or worse,
You know
you click
their
this.
names. You know their faces.
Travolta got billing
and
over
when the two
Cage.
of them switch, you know they're gonna
He like
get
fully
off.
orgasms twice in this movie by
Face
grabbing a
off.
girl's butt.
Yep. Butts are cool.
One cop will do
like
whatever
Forrest
it
Gump.
takes to take down the man who killed his son
stash.
by cutting his rival's face
you know it's
off,
the past.
putting that face on his own face, doing absolutely nothing to change his body, healing instantly from this massive surgery, telling no one what he did,
And his
going
notes to just keep
undercover
adding
in a
more
prison
things.
where everyone wears
Yeah, I
magnet
was like, this
boots,
movie's so
gaining
ridiculous.
the
We
trust
should
of his
just
mother
it out.
voiced
start a
brother.
trailer like they would, but keep going to show how far this
Getting
goes down.
high and maybe porking his rival's girlfriend, all the while hoping his rival doesn't wake from a coma, put his face on his body, pork his wife with his face, kill his boss, and challenge him to a deadly speedboat fight, forcing him to harpoon
That
it
was
with
so
a
much like
spear
Night
gun
Boat from The
and
Simpsons.
adopt his
He
love
gets on one
child to replace
speedboat
the
and there's
similar
another
son
speedboat
he
right
killed
next to
5
it,
years ago.
unattended.
It all makes perfect sense if you're on a lot of cocaine.
Yeah, may have been involved. Yeah.
Prepare for the matchup
Writing,
you didn't know
development,
you were
filming,
waiting for.
editing.
John Travolta versus Nicolas Cage, 2 Oscar-worthy actors who turned into jokes, made the effort to
alive
become
is
Oscar-worthy
insane,
again,
yeah.
then realize it's way more fun to be ridiculous. In this script that makes slightly more sense when you find out it was written for Schwarzenegger and Stallone. Oh man, that would have been awesome. But at least we got Escape Plan?
Say cheese.
I never saw this. JT, how was Escape Plan?
Pause.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a half.
Half.
That's a 3/4 thumb.
He went a little higher than half. Yeah, I would go half.
I was told today that it's one of those like insanely so bad it's good things that
It's
we
not
should
enough.
watch.
Not enough.
It could have been. It could have been that, but
Okay.
it's just like fine.
All right,
You want to watch them together, so you play along, and there's a few fun sequences. But
I'll pick something else out of my red
It
box.
could have been
then.
dumber, but I
Could
it's
have been
fun.
dumber.
It's fun.
It could have been dumber.
I do like Prison Break movies.
Yeah.
Weird.
And you
genre.
got a mini one in Face Off.
Yeah. All right, let's keep going.
Thank you, Face Off.
If you love action, director John Woo has something for you as Woo
Tried to trip
woos
up
you
John.
with his signature D's, dives, dual wielding,
This little flip here is my favorite thing in the movie. Hang
yeah.
on. So unnecessary.
and doves. So
Also, so unnecessary.
many
They're
doves.
symbolic.
As you enjoy action
doves.
set pieces that never stop until they stop to point their guns at each other dramatically.
There's bullets in these guns.
Shoot
Is that I don't care if I live.
Well, if they shot, the other one would shoot.
and
Spencer.
shoot.
That hurts.
And they don't want to shoot each
now.
other's faces.
Now shoot. Shoot. And shoot. Shoot, damn it. Shoot each other in your faces.
It might be my favorite
Witness
John
the
Reed.
over-the-top craziness of two actors playing other actors pretending to be themselves. I think, where Nick Cage acts like John Travolta, learning to act like Nick Cage. While John Travolta acts like Nick Cage, slowly realizing how boring it is to be John Travolta.
He had some moments though. He got to
You
like
got the fun.
hit on his own
Confused?
daughter.
Don't
It was
worry.
weird.
So is everyone else.
You're Sean Archer. Sean Archer. I am Castor Troy. I'm Sean. I'm me.
You know what this sounds like? Pause for a
Pause.
second. This movie is like the script that Nick Cage's character in Adaptation, the twin brother, would have written. 100%. Like, was it like the like
Five or something?
Yeah,
Or
it was
the-
a serial cop who's hunting himself. He doesn't realize.
He's hunting like 3 serial killers, and they're all the same.
They're all
person.
split personalities.
Yeah, they're all split personalities.
And there's this big chase at the end that's symbolic of the chase between man and horse.
But Adaptation actually is what inspired me to want to be a movie critic.
Oh wow!
Because I was in college when that movie came out, and the critic for the school paper missed the point of the movie completely. Like, they gave it like a C, and they're just like, it was a good movie until the last third, and then it got really ridiculous. I'm like, that's the point! And so I, like, that day, I'm like, I want to write for you. And then, like, this, like, got me to say, like, no, you moron! Like, you missed the point of the entire movie.
Nice.
But yeah, you're right. Like, that is definitely a Donald Kaufman special. Just like, oh, it's the thing. They're both each other.
I'm so glad that article came out pre-internet. Otherwise, you just would have left a hateful YouTube comment and left it at that.
That's
Yeah.
true. That is true. Although I've never left a hateful YouTube comment.
But you would have back then.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's back when reviews used to be written.
Wow, when was that?
The old
Oh,
days.
the olden times.
When you had to sign
I had
into
to get
Prodigy.
the paper.
Yeah.
Remember, I had to go to a paper like read a review from Ebert.
How can you
and
tell
stuff.
what the aggregate positive negative
there was
review
no
was?
aggregate score. It was a simpler
I had
time.
the Philadelphia Inquirer. Yeah. Anyway, let's keep on.
Yeah, sorry. Sidetrack.
That's Archer.
I'm bored.
Get him
So
for
if you
Sean.
love body swap comedies like Freaky Friday, but wish everyone was trying to kill each other, then Face Off is the only movie crazy enough from 96 to 97 for you. Except maybe Con Air or The Rock. Wow, what a crazy couple of years for action movies, huh? And by action movies, I mean Nick Cage.
This is what gave him the money to buy dinosaur
more
skulls
drugs.
and
Yep.
island
Starring
castles.
Look Who's Stalking.
Yeah.
Despite all my rage, I'm still just Nicolas Cage. Emo Phillips. I used to love Doggy Chow. The Born Suprema Lady. Margaret Cho? That's weird. The director of The Notebook? That's even weirder.
You can look up what
Peach
Margaret Cho has to say
Appreciation.
about John Travolta
You
on
know,
the
I
set,
can
if you're curious.
Oh.
eat a peach.
John
for
Travolta
hours.
is.
Your little peach, is she right?
Remember me? I'm your favorite peach.
Peach. Peaches.
And Travolta's weird face-touching habit.
So creepy.
Weird. I
Yeah.
think that was even in the script.
It's not. That's not a romantic
Darling,
thing.
my beautiful, my wickedly talented Adina Menzel.
Trading Faces.
You know, we've been living together as man and wife for
Weak.
How did she not know it was her husband's face on a new body? Did they switch dongs too? Because Dong Off is a very different movie.
Well, it had been a while since they slept together because she weirdly kept it in her journal. Like, it's been 2 months since we made love, which.
Yeah, but they've been married for a long time. I mean,
You'd think she would know.
You
would think.
Yeah.
Unless that was, I mean, I think we talked about this on Movie Fights.
Well, wait, would she know? Who would ever think that their husband has swapped faces with another person?
If it's dark, yeah.
I mean, unless it's abnormally different.
Right.
Well, and they didn't get into that. Yeah.
Dong Off is a different movie.
Yeah.
I just think that, I don't know. I mean, I've obviously not been in a decades-long marriage ever, but I think that you would know enough about your partner that if it was literally a completely different person that you'd be like, wait a minute, something's not right.
Yeah, well, I mean, not only just by dongs, but just the way they act.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
shouldn't that be a tip-off?
Guys,
she was a little confused.
You know, like there's pheromones. There's so many things that's like literally height,
chest hair placement.
They just. I've always wondered, like, is this where Team America got Valmorphinizing from? Is it just Face Off where it's like, we gotta Valmorphinize him, and it's just like gluing hair on his face. Yeah.
Guys, do you think you would recognize a stranger's dong on your loved one's body?
With a
Let us know
different
in the
face?
comments.
Yeah.
We want to know. We
What
want
would
to
be
hear
your
from
test?
you. Someone put the time code of where this question is in the comments.
Dong question at 12:43.
Video starts at this moment now.
Not all
How do
heroes
you-
wear capes. You're welcome. Sorry.
Wow.
Dan, comment please. Team Dan Merle, comment please.
No, it just pisses me off. It's like, we're commenting on the trailer before the trailer starts. That's what the show is.
Just like, I'm letting you have it.
Yeah, go
Anything
ahead.
else?
No, that's it. I've been keeping that one in for a while. We did one with The Lion King yesterday. It's like, video starts at 2 minutes and 15 seconds. You don't have 2 minutes and 15 seconds to let us ramp up a little bit.
To
Come
talk to
on.
the
it's called
director of The
warm-up.
Lion King?
Yeah. Warm up. Get him warmed up.
David Letterman doesn't. No, David Letterman, that's my age. Jimmy Kimmel doesn't go, hey, welcome to Jimmy Kimmel Show. Here's my guest, Nicolas Cage. Like, no, you get it where they go. He would say hi.
Right,
He'd
yeah,
say a
it'd be
few
a
jokes.
cool show if he
Yeah,
did.
he'd do whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Do you have any sense of foreplay in your
Do you
life?
fast
Or
forward
do you just
to-
jam it right in there?
Did you fast forward to the Game of Thrones opening when you were watching it?
Yeah.
Not once.
I mean, not the
I did.
opening. The
Dun,
opening
dun,
credits.
dun, dun,
Well, it
dun.
depends. It depends.
He set the
I-
mood.
If I'm binging, maybe.
Yeah, no, I couldn't wait.
Yeah.
I was like, I gotta go to the show.
Maybe you guys wouldn't recognize the dong or the different lovemaking styles if you're just foreplayless.
Yeah. If you just dive right in.
Yeah. They'll definitely notice if someone's like just watching the whole video, if you know what I mean.
That's why you ramp up.
Yeah. That's
So you can
exactly
tell
why I
right.
ramp up.
if it's a stranger's day.
If you don't ramp up, then they might know that it's not your dong.
Yeah.
And then
All right,
where will
well,
you be?
Loop up with us is what
also
we're
tell
saying.
us, who do you think should be in Face Off 2?
What time code should this video start at?
I suggest like 11:32 felt pretty good to me. So yeah.
like a good
It'd be
time.
great if you called the start of the actual
I think
video.
the whole thing is cringy.
We have an outtake for
Bad take.
Thank you,
JT, get us back on
let's
track.
see what
Start
we
now.
can do.
JT interrupting our therapy session to remind me of Al.
Video starts now.
So if you love body swap comedies like Freaky Friday, but wish everyone was trying to kill each other, roast each other,
This ridiculous chin.
I just want to put
or
in that.
pork each other's
clip of-
family members,
Oh yeah.
starring Johnny Cage, Greased Lightning, Nick Travolta,
Stretch.
Ragin' Caged In,
in jail.
that guy in Jurassic Park 3, Showgirl, Violence Against Mirrors,
It's a metaphor. Get it?
Can you see? They don't like their face.
Oh, man.
uh-oh, that bomb is gonna go off in 11 days?
Boss. That's so stupid.
Too long of a countdown.
Why would you set a countdown? I mean, 3 days? Sure, that's
To
enough
program
time.
one that's that long, too.
Yeah, that's just sitting there in the convention center to just like hope nobody finds it for 11 days. Maybe
Yeah.
like 24 hours give you time to leave Los Angeles.
Right.
But 11 days, the only reason to set it for that long is to give it just enough time for you to get knocked unconscious, switch faces with your rival, have them go into prison, come out just to make it plausible. They're like, shit, this
He
bomb
needs
has
more
to
time.
still be there.
How long would it take for it to get his face off and switch? Right, exactly.
Well, yeah,
11 days
a
is
week.
being very generous, too.
It's also not hidden at all.
No, it's hidden in like a
It's inside a
A
thing
cylinder.
with a door.
It's in a cylinder.
Come on, guys.
There was a door, Joe.
At least put it behind the mop thing in the janitor closet. Like, I mean, it's kind of there.
And I love that it was set during like some kind of Catholicism convention in Los Angeles, just so they could dress Nick Cage like a priest, and he could like
LA Pope Fest.
yeah.
You guys have been to LA Pope Fest. Oh, it's the best.
Yeah.
The food trucks
Yeah.
are
Pope Cotton.
The Pope Mobile food trucks.
Yeah. So good. Yeah, no, I was telling Joe, I think it was Spencer yesterday, it's like, I always forget how inconsequential that bomb is to the plot of the movie.
Right.
It's like, you think going in that like, oh, that's going to be the climax, is like they're going to be racing to either to set the bomb off, and it's literally just John Travolta like,
Yeah, the bomb gets diffused really quick, and that's like his jump from like I have to find this bomb to I have to swap faces is very quick. He's not like, well, maybe we'll do like a bomb sweep of Los Angeles, or we'll like evacuate the city. He's like, I know what I'll do. I'll switch faces and then go talk to his brother in jail.
Yeah. There are only so many places in Los Angeles that it makes sense to set a bomb. We could activate one of the largest law enforcement communities, along with the FBI and our intelligence.
Look for anything out of place in any of our landmarks.
Or, and stay with me, we could put your enemy's face on yours.
And tell nobody.
And tell no one.
And not do the other
Now,
thing at
guys,
the
Too
same
secret
time.
to tell anybody.
And
Now-
send you to a top secret prison where you can extract the information from his brother.
Yes.
Now, let me play devil's
Sounds
advocate
possible.
here a little bit. Because the organization that he works with is so secret that when they make an order, nothing happens.
Right, they did
That's
this
how-
weird level of complication to like remove them from law enforcement, although they dropped that and he's just in the FBI later.
Yes.
He's like, my unit's so secret, like we clap our hands and no one even knows what to do. Like they're so secret. And then they do this other weird layer of abstraction because Castor Troy himself isn't a terrorist, he's a terrorist contractor. So that bomb was for somebody else who they did not try to round up or interrogate or anything like that. He's like a terrorist consultant for hire. He's like Moriarty from Sherlock, just like the guy behind the guy behind the guy.
Well, and they like we only told 3 people, but like 2 of them weren't doctors. So the one, there's no face sponge person that had to like suction. So it's like I don't know.
That was a one-man job.
There's no nurse with a hose. Like,
no med student.
Yeah.
and
These
also
are the
like,
things we could bring up in our trailers, but we don't.
yeah.
We have a lot to say on this one. Wow.
Yeah.
Was there another
This
outtake?
movie's the best.
I wonder how their faces don't keep falling off. That surgery is still pretty fresh.
Yeah.
You'd think they'd come loose after this. Or this. Or this.
That would have been a great moment if
Or
their
this.
their face is just hanging
I
off.
love this one.
Face itches.
Scar doesn't heal that fast.
Makeup?
Now when you're rubbing the makeup off.
Yeah,
guys,
I don't know.
They told you it's
all of it?
cutting edge,
It's cutting edge technology.
futuristic surgery technology.
Yes.
Yeah. No
Cutting
scars.
laser, cutting laser.
Yeah. With 3D printing.
I'm
They didn't
sure
even know to
printing
call
had
it
an
3D
interesting-
printing.
3D print
An ear.
an ear, yeah. And the voice chip that they put in that matched it perfectly based on that one recorded line of dialogue if I could eat a peach for hours.
Yeah. We found a vocal thing of him talking about vaginas. Can you match it? Yeah.
Long story short,
That would have been so easy too. We've been recording him for days. We've gathered.
Right.
Throwaway line, get it done there.
long story short, John Woo was very lucky that he made this movie before the advent of internet film criticism, because this would have been a whole other.
I don't know. I think it's like Snakes on a Plane in a way.
Right,
People
it
have still
is.
had fun with it.
But even Snakes on a Plane, I feel like the build-up, everyone was like, hell yeah,
build-up
Snakes on
was
a
way
Plane.
better than
And then
the
they
show.
went and saw it and they were
Yeah.
like, what is this movie about
They
snakes
had to
on a
go make
plane?
it more silly when they made it. They had to
This
go
movie
shoot,
also-
add F words and stuff.
It was really well reviewed at the time it came out.
Yeah.
They're like masterful performances by both of them.
I think they do great. I do
having
think the
fun.
performances are actually spot on because they're having fun against each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. I still like this movie.
I do
It's-
too.
As
It's
dumb
fun.
as it is.
This
I
was
like
a great week at work. Like anytime you walk into the writer's room and one of us is watching Face Off,
Oh, yeah.
like that's a good week. That's a
times.
good week at work.
Yeah.
What do you think of Face Off, and who would you want to see in a sequel? Whose other face should come
It's
off?
the third face.
Tell us below, and tell us what time code we should start at. That's it for this week's Honest Trailer Commentaries.
1443.
We'll see you next week for the next one. Have a good one. Bye.
Thanks again to T-Mobile for sponsoring today's episode. Check out what makes them America's best unlimited network at T-Mobile.com/coverage.